Great job on the mic by Greg Schrader. We're in for a good one today, partner. What do you think?
Yep, like I said, I mean, we always talk about, if you're listening from Rapid City Christian, Blake and I are Hill City natives here. We try not to be homers. We are Hill City fans. We try to be as unbiased as possible. So from our standpoint, we're hoping that the Hill Cities can play some lockdown defense and stay in this ball game, I think, realistically.
I thought you were going to go with feel free to mute us. We're not very good at this.
We are not very good
at this. We're volunteers. We're amateurs. Feel free to hit that mute button. So right. Christian runs a play off the tip, and rebound there by number 25, Selfridge. She's up and good, too. Now a little full court pressure.
That looks like a zone 2-2-1 press here by the Comets. Almost get the steal there, but Dean comes up with it. Now the Rangers are going to get a 10-second violation, so it's a new rule here this year. The officials basically call the 10 seconds by watching the shot clock. And it was easy for us to see the shot clock was at 25 seconds there, so that's a 10-second violation.
Yeah, one thing to watch tonight, Josh, is that Hill City's without their normal starting point guard, Elena Dean, out with a concussion tonight. So yeah. Rapid City Christian applies a little full court pressure, and it worked for the Rangers, or for the Comets.
Three-pointer there put up by Selfridge. Can't get it to go, but the Comets come down with the second offensive rebound here.
Ham shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Taylor, and again, being 6'2", 6'3", she can initiate the fast break, but just a little too high there for Anna Dean. Ball goes out of bounds, turned over to Rapid City Christian.
Yeah, I think there's two areas of the ball game where the Rangers are going to miss. Elena's, bringing the ball up the court offensively, and then defensively, though, she's been so good for the Rangers, too. So
another rebound there for Maggie Taylor. That's her second of the game. Kiefer just misses, and that's a recipe for disaster, though, if they're going to give Kiefer open jumpers like that, because she's going to make more often than she misses. So 1-4 high set, man-to-man defense here for the Comets. Look for a little shuffle cut diagonal there to Taylor.
Taylor posted up. Good post entry there. She gets the ball back to Ross. Going to step on the end line there and turn the ball over to the Comets. So see what the Rangers do defensively. They're going to actually just fall back into a regular man-to-man half-court defense here. They have been applying pressure on some past games, but I think without having Elena in there, that kind of takes away that quickness they have. So they go regular half-court man-to-man defense here.
So Kiefer into the paint, step through, shot on the way, no good. 3 rebounds now for Taylor. And again, we just talked about it. She's able to bring the ball up the court, get the Rangers into their offense. So Ross guarded closely by Kiefer. Kiefer comes away with the tip ball, but it will stay with the Rangers.
Yeah, so the Rangers do look a little bit hesitant on the offense here right now, and I think that's kind of to be expected. You kind of lose your quarterback for the game who's been running things, so somebody's going to have to step up here and see who can kind of run the offense. It'll probably fall on.
Nice give and go.
Ross
Shot.
Can't get it to go here, and it's going to be rebounded by the Comets. That's Selfridge on the rebound. And Kiefer takes the ball right to the bucket, gets it up, and can't get it to fall, but another offensive rebound for the Comets. So that's 3 offensive rebounds on their 5 possessions so far. Three-pointer
long
put up there.
Rebound.
Yeah, they're fighting to get another offensive rebound there, and going to get a foul called on Anna Dean. So 4 offensive rebounds basically on 5 possessions for the Comets. And if you're the Rangers, we talk about that. Reward yourself for playing that good defense. Go and get the basketball, and so you can try to push offensively.
So they put Kiefer on the block on the sideline out of bounds play, but Hill City double teams Kiefer there. So Christian will just get the ball in and look to go to work. Ham left side, nothing doing there. So a little handoff.
Selfridge dribbles the baseline there, cut off by Ronish.
Taylor guarded by Ham, and great hands there by Kiefer. Maggie had the ball up top, brought it down, and Kiefer was able to tie her up for a jump ball. So
yeah, so you look at the scoreboard, it's 2-0. Actually, the Rangers probably lucky to be down 2-0 right now. I think they've been outshot, maybe 10-1 at this point right now. So see if the Rangers can get something going offensively here. Going to be just gets past the timeline there with 1 second left on the shot clock. Before that would have been a 10-second violation.
Yeah, Josh, and those of you watching at home, Rapid City Christian sucks everybody up on this side of half court. If Hill City can have their eyes up and throw it over the top, they might have some breakaway layups. Yeah. You can see Rapid City Christian, 3 girls in the paint kind of on help side defense, so
Yeah, but that's still, I think, a good look for Dean. Taylor doing a good job of posting up there. That's the one spot on the floor. I think maybe Hill City has a little bit of an advantage with Taylor on the post there. So I think the Rangers are going to be looking to her a lot, and probably where they have a nice out of bounds play there. Alexander gets the third player around, kind of screen the screener play there, and gets an open look.
And we say it every week, Josh, but it's such a simple play. Screen the screener. We start teaching it in kindergarten. And it's just a hard play to defend, and Kiefer splits the double team and shot up and good her first points of the game. 4-2 lead for the Christian Comets.
This time they break the press with the Taylor bringing the ball up. She hits Anna Dean for the layup, so quickly back the other way. The Rangers tie the ball game here. Good look there by Taylor, and Dean puts down three-pointer put up and good there. That three-pointer put up by Kiefer. Going to be a foul called on number 12. That's Armendariz of the Comets. So her first foul, team's second foul.
Some subs check in. Cutler for the Rangers. Meanwhile, number 2, Thornton, and number 1, Marshall will check in for the Comets. So some subs.
Thornton is a young player that the parent that we were talking about said kind of watch Thornton. She's going to be a good one. So excited to see her come out.
Looks like a trap defense here. Now they just kind of fall back.
Ross tries to get the ball all the way to the rim, gets just underneath the rim and can't get it to go.
Did you notice that, Josh, on defense there? It looked like they were going to run a 2-3 and then just run and jump maybe. So Ross gets on the floor. Coach Ginsbaugh is going to call a timeout there, and 4:09. We'll talk it over here. So Rangers at 4 and Rapid City Christian Comets at 7.
Yeah, I think if you're a Ranger fan, you're feeling 7-4 is probably an all right spot to be. Kind of getting settled in. We got a couple hoops there. Did a better job the last couple times down the court, trying to keep the Comets off the boards. We've said it a couple times in these ball games. Trying to keep the other teams off the offensive boards has been a bit of an issue for the Rangers, and tonight it's kind of already reared its head. Fortunately, if you're a Ranger fan, the Comets haven't really converted on those opportunities. So now the Comets will look like they take the press off. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do come out with that kind of trapping.
Yeah, it just
defense.
sort of looks like a muddled defense here, where maybe they'll run and jump. It's a high 2-3 set right now.
I think it's a 2-3 zone actually. It looks like, yeah.
So
they run it extended way out.
And again, if you can throw it over the top, Maggie's going to have a heyday on that. There she finds Ross on the block, shot up and just missed. Ross can't get it to go. Good rebound there by number 12, Armendariz.
Kiefer gets the ball out to Thornton. Thornton's shot is no good. Kiefer's going to run down the long rebound.
Good baseline drive.
Can't get to go, and Maggie Taylor comes away with the rebound for the Rangers, and now Lily Ross looks to push the other way. Takes the ball right at the defense, tries to get it up and in, but can't get the shot to go, and now the Comets look to push the other way.
Kiefer's shot on the way is up and good. So Kiefer, that's her second three, and that gives her 8 points tonight, and she's having a nice game. So Christian getting Hill City to play a little quicker than they want. It's almost like might be a box and one type.
I think it's just a 2-3 defense.
Short air ball, and Maggie tries to rebound it, can't quite get there. So 10-4, and Alexander will check into the game here for Lily Ross. So Christian brings the ball down. Hill City will stay man-to-man. Kiefer centers the ball, guarded by Cutler. Looking for a screen roll. Good inside hand steal there. Left hand dribble. Shot up and good.
Right, nice play by Kylie Alexander. Gets the steal and takes it coast to coast for the layup.
Kiefer shot on the way is good. Yep. So
nice shooter's roll. So three three-pointers in a row now for Kiefer. She's got the last 9 points for the Comets.
That's tough, Josh, but you almost tell your guards, run her off the three-point line. You have Maggie Taylor protecting the rim for you. So you just can't give up on contested three-pointers. So
Kylie Alexander's shot's no good, going to be rebounded by the Comets, and now Kiefer does take the ball into the middle there, step through, layup up and in. So really good offense there by Kiefer. She's got the last 11 points for the Comets.
Yep, 13 total for the game.
Comets stay in the 2-3 zone, so now the Rangers working the ball around the perimeter. They have seen this 2-3 zone the last few games after not having seen it all year. Shot put up there by Dean, up and in. Nice ball movement there, found the open spot on the baseline, and Dean puts the 15-footer up and in for the Rangers.
So Hill City trying to stay within striking distance here, Josh, and it's just, you know, you play a really good player like Kiefer, and it just seems like every time the ball's in her hand that something's going to happen and she's creating. But on the flip side, it's kind of demoralizing when you're on offense and you go 3 or 4 possessions where you don't score, and meanwhile Kiefer hits 3 or 4 three-pointers, and it just kind of, you know, it just demoralizes you.
So Kiefer does come out of the ball game now and take a little break. So see if the Rangers can take advantage of that, score a bucket or two here, and get this back to a 5-point contest by the end of the first quarter. I think that'd be a win for the Rangers. So Thornton controls the ball. She'll put up the 3, can't get it to go, and
battle for the
yeah, that was an interesting one. I think the ball was off of Taylor, but looked like Casey for the Comets went after it and wasn't able to control it. So
here's that press again. Watch, I don't know if you can see it on film, but there's nobody on the other side of half court. Even if Alexander releases here, now they got a run out here. Taylor's going to take a look at it, nothing doing. Turnover there. So stolen by Thornton. She looks to push the ball for the Comets, guarded by Alexander. Now Ross picks her up.
Three-pointer up and good there. That's number 23. That's Ham.
So the Comets can shoot it. That's three-pointer number 4 on the evening here.
Anna Dean's going to break the press, get all the way to the rim, and she's going to put that up and in. So nice move there by Anna Dean.
She's having a nice game. 6 points tonight. She's kind of keeping the Rangers around. 18-10 here. Shot clock is off. Shot on the way by Thornton is up and good.
Yeah, so they're shooting a high percentage from 3 right now. I think maybe they missed one right at the bell. That's going to be a turnover there. Thornton puts that one up, and no good.
Good box out by Cutler there,
and down with the rebound.
9 on the game clock. And Maggie Taylor's just kind of the sense of calm for the Rangers. She's going to find Ross just out of her.
Just a little bit too tall for her. So after one, the Comets lead the Rangers 21-10.
Little 5-0 run there at the end of the quarter that really hurt, stretched it out.
We talked about, the
drive. Now we have some gals that can help. Kylie Alexander, she's long, she's athletic. Maggie Taylor, she's long and athletic. So if you're the Rangers, try to run them off the three-point line here. So Kiefer will inbound the ball sideline to start the second quarter. And again, they just run a kind of a double. It's almost a horns look, and Kiefer shot on the way, no good. Rebound.
Alexander. Yeah. And now Taylor's going to bring the ball up the court. Ball down into Ross. Cutler's shot
long two.
Can't get it to fall, and the rebound taken down there.
Christian does a great job of forcing one and done, right, Josh?
Yeah, they've gotten the defensive. They've been really good on the board. So open 3 there, put up no good. That's number 3, Thompson.
Another rebound by Alexander. Taylor looks to run.
Gets the ball into Ross, and then that ball's going to be thrown away. That'll turn the ball over to the Comets there. So those are kind of the unforced turnovers that if you're the Rangers, you really can't have if you want to try to stay in a ball game with a team that's probably favored against you.
So a high screen and roll here. Put Kiefer in the screen and roll. Now Kiefer guarded by Taylor. 2 of the best players on the court going at each other there. And I'd say Taylor held her own. She's just so long, it's hard to get by her. Shot on the way. Oh.
Boy, and one of the smallest players on the court there. It looks like Thompson comes up with the offensive rebound. But that's what we said. Pretty good defense there on the three-pointer. You got to reward yourself and go get that defensive rebound. Rangers weren't able to do that, so the Comets will retain possession, and it's going to be a foul called on Abby Cutler, her second.
So Kiefer, corner 3, shot on the way. It's good. She's signed to go to USD next year, play for the Coyotes, and she's showing us why. She's having a nice game. 16 points, 4 3-pointers. I was looking down there. It must have been a turnover.
Yep, there's a turnover there, and Kiefer puts it up and in. Cutler's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be Cutler's 3rd foul.
So Hill City needs to do something here, maybe to stop the bleeding a little bit. Kiefer just going bananas right now. It's 26-10, and Coach Ginsbaugh is going to go to Zoe Alexander off the bench and put Anna Dean back in the game. Maggie Taylor's going to get a break.
Yep, Cutler will come out of the ball game also with the 3 fouls.
So the first free throws of the night going to be on the way for Kiefer.
Free throw is no good. Alexander's going to run down the long rebound there.
Oh, that's her 3rd straight rebound, and 2 of the 3 times she's kind of had a hard time getting the outlet pass. And
deep 3 put up there by Kiefer. That one doesn't go. She tries to chase down the long rebound, but that'll go out of bounds to the Rangers. That was kind of a heat check there, I think. She's made 4 or 5 now and said, I'm going to try to hit a long one here.
So the Rangers will face that 2-2-1 full court press, and they did the right thing. They got the ball to the middle. That's where the zone breaks down. But, Josh, we used to say run to leather. Come meet the ball, right?
That's exactly what Alexander was kind of waiting for. The defender, it's funny how the defender always goes after the ball, and the offensive player has a tendency to stand and wait.
So against a press like this, I don't think you want to dribble through it. You actually want to move the ball side to side. You try to attack the diagonals. It's harder in girls basketball. A lot of times they don't have the strength to hit that long diagonal pass, but for sure you at least want to hit the center. That totally shifts the zone. Here we go back to man-to-man. It's sort of a pack line man-to-man defense where, I don't know, they're out in the passing lane here now.
Yeah, I think just the far side of the ball comes all the way down to the help line, but if they're one pass away, they're trying to deny those passes.
So it's a foul on Williams. That'll be her 1st. Team's 4th. Sideline out of bounds play for the Rangers, who desperately need a bucket here.
Ball comes inbound to Anna Dean.
And you can just see, great job of defense there by number 12, Armaderas.
Yep, Kiefer's going to get the ball, but going to be stolen back there. Anna Dean's going to control the basketball for the Rangers. Yeah, really aggressive defense here by the Comets. Good in-post entry there, nice.
And so Kylie Alexander having a nice game here. That's 6 points for her. Down to Ham, shot on the way. Going to be fouled by Kara Ronish. That'll be Kara's 1st foul and the team's 5th, it looks like.
So Ham will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair here for the Comets. First one up and good. And Maggie Taylor will check back into the ball game for the Rangers. She's going to come in for Lily Ross here.
So the Hill City Rangers, not many answers for Rapid City Christian yet tonight. Just they're so good on offense that Hill City's having a hard time containing them. Uh-oh. And again, the pressure defense there forces a turnover, so it'll go over to Rapid City Christian. Hey, Lando, is this the new camera?
No, the camera was ordered and somehow the postal service wasn't able to deliver it, so they sent it back. New camera should be here around the 26th.
There you go, you guys. A tip ball. They talked it over. It's going to go to the Rangers. That sultry voice you heard there was Landon Wiley of Wiley & Associates. He's the one that does the graphics, the production, all of those things, while Josh and I are we're the talent. Really, right? The talking heads here.
I don't know what you consider talent because I don't feel very talented. But
nice block by Ham. and she'll initiate the fast break. She centers the ball. Kiefer in the corner. Shot on the way is no good. Maggie Taylor pulls down her 5th rebound tonight, and she'll start the fast break going the other way. Maybe the Rangers can get one.
Oh, good look there. Just Alexander just couldn't quite control it. So it'll turn back over. Good, I think good thought there by Taylor.
Yeah, and Maggie Taylor's really quietly had a good game. She hasn't scored yet, and that's the thing with Maggie is usually when you think your best player, you think they have to score 30 points, kind of like Kiefer. But Maggie Taylor does a lot of things. She's not an elite scorer per se, but she's an elite rebounder. She's an elite defender. And the fact that you have a 6'3" girl that's running the point on a fast break, that's pretty awesome.
Nice back door there, number 12, Armendariz.
It's her first bucket of the night and stretches that lead. Christian now at 30 points, which is kind of that danger zone. If Hill City wants to come back, they're going to have to really lock down the defense. Another turnover for the Rangers. And, Rapid City Christian's doing what Hill City wants to do, which is using your defense to create offense. Thornton steps into it. Shot on the way. It's no good, but I just love the confidence from Thornton, who's a freshman. She's just no fear. She's going to be the next good one for Rapid City Christian.
Yeah, and for the Rangers, that's what Anna Dean really attacked that basketball after the miss. I think Amadeus thought it was coming right to her, and she kind of waited for the ball, and Anna Dean went and got that ball. So that's the kind of aggressiveness you like to see from the Rangers, and maybe some of the other girls need to kind of play with that sort of aggressiveness.
So you get the ball, now it's a 3-on-2. And it's going to be a turnover, but that's exactly how you attack that press. You get the ball to the middle, you run the wings, and you go 3-on-2.
Yeah, Jalen Peters in the ball game right now for the Rangers for the first time. That's one maybe if she took one more dribble, kind of created that angle to get the ball around the defender there.
And an unforced turnover, that's very rare for Rapid City Christian. So it'll turn back over to the Rangers. Again, great crowd on hand tonight. This side of the bleachers is completely full with parents. The Hill City cheer squad will have Little Rangers cheer at halftime. So stick around and watch that. Another turnover for the Rangers. Ham intercepts it. She's off to the races, 4-on-1. Taylor gets her hand on the ball.
Good back door there by Kiefer. Can't get the shot to go, but she's going to draw a foul there on Anna Dean, so she'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
It's foul number 2 for Anna. I'd like to give a shout out to my man Rick Brandfuss, listening and writing in as Palmer Gulch. Maybe I shouldn't give your alias away, Rick, but appreciate all the kudos. And yeah, I'm glad you appreciate Lando's sultry voice. So
up and in there by Kiefer for the first one.
So Kiefer now goes 1 out of 2 at the line, and that gives her 19 points tonight. So this will get her to the magic 20 number here. And she's a good player, Josh. Guys, nice high release. She's aggressive. She's confident. She's athletic. So there's 20 points now for her. And Hill City really hasn't had an answer. And Ross double teamed, steps through. Oh, they got a 5 count. Coach Kiefer was really asking for one, and that's one, Rapid City Christian put her in a trap, but they didn't really trap very good. They didn't go toe-to-toe like you normally would. So when Lily stepped through, I thought maybe she'd get rid of the ball on time, but to no avail. So Christian takes back over, high screen and roll. Maggie shows hard. She's long enough that she can give her a little gap and still alter that shot. So if I'm Coach Ginsbaugh, I'm not so sure I don't just maybe put Maggie on Kiefer. I know that's a mismatch as far as the quickness, but she is so long that she can contest the shot.
Yeah, and I think if you're just like right there, Kiefer gave the ball up, and if you're the Rangers, that's what you want to do. You want to get the ball out of Kiefer's hands. Try to, obviously Rapid City Christian has other good players, but with 20 of the 32 right now, you want to give somebody else a chance to do something to try to take away that aspect.
Right, and then the hard thing is if you do put Taylor on her, now who's going to guard Ham? Because there you see Ham going to work. A great rebound by Kara Ronish, good defense by Maggie, and looks like Coach Ginsbaugh has just said, hey, we're going to put Maggie at the point. Kind of a turnover there, dribbling into a double team, but good quick hands there by Anna Dean, knocks it away from Thornton. It's going to be a tough sideline inbounds here for the Rapid City Christian Comets. So Comets go with sort of a 1-4 low look here. Oh, that's a hard screen to defend there.
Oh, going to be a foul there. That's the bringing the arm down in the infamous pancake slap there.
Yep. So it's almost an automatic call when you slap down like that. Even if you don't hit the arm, it just looks like it. And you know what? If Rich Canupi was in the booth with us right now, he'd call that a pancake slap. So Ham, first free throw on the way is up and good. Ham is a good free throw shooter. 3 out of 3 tonight. And that gives her 6 points. Second one on the way is no good.
The curse of the announcer.
Oh, I know. I was just going to say that. So Taylor remains scoreless tonight, but she's got 6 rebounds. Catches at the high post. She's looking to distribute. And ball is tied up, and it'll turn back over to Christian. So 2:14 to go here. The Rangers trying to stop the bleeding a little bit, and Christian's trying to pour it on. I was going to say on that inbounds pass, those diagonal screen and rolls are so hard to guard because you don't necessarily establish a strong side and a weak side, and that diagonal is really, really tough to slide your way through.
Yeah, I think the Rangers are probably all right. I think with the screen and roll having Ross and Maggie Taylor switching on that.
So Ham kind of sizes up Ross and then decides to shoot it. Good board there by Cutler. Again, playing with 3 fouls, so just Kiefer, good quick hands, knocks the ball out of bounds. So Christian comes out man-to-man. Oh, they switch to zone here. So it's almost like dead balls. They go zone, full court, they go man-to-man. Nice find, and Maggie gets on the board.
And I think that's only the second field goal of the Rangers, or is that the second field goal of the Rangers in the second quarter?
Got to say, great pass by Lily Ross there.
Right back is Kiefer with the 3, the answer. She has the answer tonight, partner.
Kiefer is in fuego. And, you know, we've been lucky. We've seen some good players. We've seen Reese Ross. Trying to remember who else we saw, but she's right up there. She's as good as any of them, and she's a good player. So Rapid City Christian has a really good player with Olivia Kiefer.
Yeah, Anna Dean gets the offensive rebound there after the shot by Taylor. She'll get fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one up and just off the side iron, so she'll have a chance at a second here.
Anna having a nice game tonight, 6 points, all in the first quarter. And that's right, probably a little above her average this season. Second one on the way is no good, but Maggie Taylor pulls down the rebound. Nice move. Kara kind of brought her girl into her. And that's, you know, one of our keys to the game was growing guards, right? So Elena Dean's out. And even though Elena's only a freshman, she's got a lot of varsity time, and she kind of controls the team. You can see Maggie, she can post up and she can get a deep post, but it's all for naught if you can't get her the ball, right? So the play before, I think Lily Ross had a great pass to her, but Hill City's had 3 or 4 turnovers trying to feed Taylor in the post.
Yep, Taylor does draw the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot the bonus here. First one up and good for Maggie. She earns the bonus.
Yeah, that foul was on Ham. That's her first.
Second one up and good for Taylor. So a minute left to play here in the first half. Olivia Kiefer brings the ball into the front court for the Comets, guarded by Lily Ross.
And that's, I was going to say that's played about perfect, right? The Rangers made Kiefer give the ball up. They really digged in on the drive, and then got their hands on a deflected pass and go to the free throw line with the clock stopped, down 20. You know, if you go down here and go into halftime down 16, 17, 18, when really it was what, 22, 23?
22 just a minute ago.
Yeah, so maybe a little positive momentum if you're the Rangers.
First free throw for Ross is up and in.
And that's Ross's first point tonight. So Lily puts one in for the Rangers, gets them to 17. And again, the Rangers are right on pace with their scoring, and so is Rapid City Christian, unfortunately.
Second one is also good for Ross.
So Kiefer pushes the ball here, 47 seconds left. Shot on the way, uncontested. Rims in and out by Burkhalter. Brought down by Ronish. So now the Rangers, again, have a chance to cut into this lead a little bit more and maybe get a little confidence, some momentum going into the half. Nice ball movement.
Nice catch there by Taylor. Can't get it to go, but then draws the foul. Really good look by Ronish, and it was, I think, an even better catch. It was just a little bit behind her, and Taylor was able to bring it in and get the shot up, got a rebound, and then draws the free throw. So, yeah, see if Taylor can put this in. This will be the 5th straight free throw here on 3 straight possessions for the Rangers. Free throw is no good, just off to the right, so she'll get a chance at the second here. Second one is good for Taylor.
That's 5 points tonight for Maggie Taylor.
Yeah, so Kiefer's going to bring the ball into the front court here. You think the Comets would play for one. And on the last possession, they almost ran 2 girls at Kiefer. It did give the Comets a wide open 3-pointer, but it's kind of like, okay, do you want to give Kiefer a contested shot or somebody else on the team a uncontested
right,
one? Right,
that's
there.
back-to-back corner threes. And, you know, Tubby Smith, when he was at the Minnesota Gophers, they used to run a zone, and they said every zone has a weakness. Our weakness, we want to give up deep corner threes because that's your lowest percentage shot. Hill City's given up 2 open threes, but they've missed both of them, and it's a lower percentage shot.
Well, and would you rather give up a shot with somebody who hasn't been scoring, or Kiefer give up a shot with Kiefer, who obviously has been scoring tonight?
Yeah. So something to watch here. Hill City creates a couple turnovers the last couple possessions, and you know they're down 17 going into halftime, but maybe they found a little bit of a recipe or something there. But
yeah, so halftime here, the Comets lead the
3 minutes of that quarter. I still think it's like I said, uphill battle. Hill City missing Elena Dean out with concussion tonight, and
yeah. So here we go. The Rangers start the third quarter with the basketball. We said, you know, if you can try to get it down to that 15, 12-point game here late in the third quarter, really give yourself a chance. And the Comets are just on the opposite side. They say they want to stretch that back up to that 22, 25-point lead that they had just about, you know, a couple minutes left in the second quarter there. So.
Yep, so they come out man-to-man defense. Hill City going to run that shuffle cut by Ronish, nothing doing. Open 3 for Lily Ross on the way. Bank, nope, just a little long. Rebound there by number 3, that was Thornton. And Kiefer off to the races here. Lily Ross picks her up, and she has range, so you need to show on her. A little slip there by Ham, kicked out to Armaderas, guarded by Dean. Nice dribble drive by Ham.
Yeah,
good hands by Taylor.
She's going to steal the ball away. Looks like it's going to be a tie-up, so that possession will stay with the Rapid City Christian Comets here. Pretty good defense there by the Rangers, though. Shot clock down to 16 seconds here.
Yeah, Josh, you like that energy. You know,
posting up Kiefer there. Nice play there by the Comets. She can't get it to go, but then steals the rebound right away from Alexander. Gets it up and in. So
Kiefer, kind of the bully on the block, says, give me that. Just kind of like playing Nerf basketball with a sibling. And so Hill City gets the ball at half court. Jump ball. Second jump ball in the first 58 seconds of this second half. And so it'll go over to the Rangers.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see that on the camera. Kara Ronish was wide open, probably 20 feet behind the defense, but the Rangers just couldn't see over the top. The Comets are pretty long, so they got their hands up running that press. Makes it difficult for the Rangers to see over the top of that.
Yeah, it's easier for us to see up here, but when you're down court level with hands in your face, it's a little harder. So Kiefer will get the ball across the timeline. Nice spin move and shot up.
No good. I think Taylor got a hand in there to kind of alter that shot. And Kara Ronish comes down with the rebound for the Rangers. Anna Dean looks to turn the corner, gets the ball up, can't get it to go, and the rebound taken there down by Seffridge of the Comets. Now Kiefer brings the ball the other way. That shot up and no good there. Going to be another jump ball. So this action in this half kind of started a little bit more up and down The court, only 2 points scored so far, 2 for the Comets coming out of the halftime break. Comets inbound the ball to Ham. She gets it over to Kiefer. Now underneath the basket, wide open is number 25, Seffridge, but the Rangers are able to steal the ball away there. You okay? You got popcorn in your throat?
Boy, a little kernel down the old throat there.
Kernel down the windpipe.
So Taylor gonna backdoor try. That's about the third or fourth time that Taylor and Ross are just off a little bit. You know, both they're always. It's a great look. They're just not quite clicking there.
Yeah, so that turnover will give the ball back to the Comets here. Kiefer brings the ball into the front court.
So here's that junk defense again. A little trap to make Kiefer give the ball out.
Yeah, and if you're the Rangers, like we said right before halftime, that's kind of what you want. Ham puts up the three. That was a good-looking shot right from her, right when it left her hand. You could tell that was in. So Ham knocks down the three-pointer there.
Yep, 9 points now for Ham. And, you know, 3 girls guarding Dean there. And we always say if you have your head up, somebody's going to be open. And that's just so hard to do when they're chasing you. And like you said, they're long and they're athletic. But Ronish was camped up on the opposite block for an open layup if you can just set your feet and throw it over the top.
4th jump ball in the first 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Keep not stat there on your stat chart.
No, I should, though. Ross drives. No good.
Rebound there by Thompson. And Kiefer brings the ball all the way into the front court. She's going to be called for the travel there. She'll turn the ball over. Rangers take possession. Cutler will inbound the ball here to, tries to get it into Dean. Number 12, Amenderis steps into the passing lane, knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rangers.
So the press has given Hill City some trouble today. And it's funny because it's a 2-2-1, but when Taylor drives to the middle, they actually go with her. So it's almost like a matchup zone press here. So Kiefer picks up a foul. That's going to be foul number 1 for Olivia Kiefer. So they'll inbound the ball near half court. Again, in the back court, you can throw it either direction. They choose to throw it into the back court here. Double team coming at Taylor, and she's able to beat it with the dribble. Yeah. Nice pass.
And Taylor has quite a bit of poise. And we talked about, not being able to see over the top of those long athletes. Taylor is tall enough to be able to do that. So it is, she's done a nice job breaking the press as kind of the point center, as we like to say, without a point guard in there.
The old point center. Who was our point center that we used to have? Ryan Gimble. You remember they'd inbound the ball to him. He'd dribble down the court. He'd hand it off to a wing, and then he'd go post up.
Yep.
So we have a foul for the Rangers. That's going to be on Dean. That's going to be her 3rd foul. So 3 fouls now for Dean, and they can't afford to lose another guard. Dean and Christian goes right at her. Credit to them. Shot on the way. No good. Long rebound.
Taken down there by Selfridge.
And again, that's another offensive rebound by Rapid City Christian. They're just really hustling, getting after the ball. Double team on Kiefer. She kicks it out. And they're kind of letting the game get a little bit more physical here. And just as I say that, they call a hand check. But it's going to be a foul on Lily Ross, I believe.
Yeah, the Rangers have obviously kind of changed their defense here. They're double teaming Kiefer anytime she gets the basketball.
They call that one on Dean. So that'll be number 4 on Dean, it looks like.
And that's one, especially her style of play is extremely aggressive. She's, you take her aggressiveness away and kind of, you lose kind of what she brings to the Ranger
yeah,
ball
so
club.
They'll elect to leave her in there with 4 fouls, and Cutler playing also with 3 fouls, so a couple Rangers in foul trouble here.
Looks like they're go a zone here. Kind of a 1-3-1 it looks like. Shot up
ball.
And no good. Yep, going to be our 5th jump ball of the
How many do you think
quarter?
We'll get to?
Well,
we're 5 right now,
5
halfway through. Do we get over 8?
I think 8's the over.
8.5.
Under 8.5.
7.5.
Over 7.5.
So you're thinking right at 8. Okay. All right, folks listening, you heard it. Josh owes you a popcorn if it is under. There's a moving screen on Ham. That'll be, let's see, that's 3 now on Ham. So that's something to pay attention to also. And that's a tough one. You know, Ham actually gets the foul, but I would say it's the person that was cutting that probably, nice find.
Yeah, good look. Good way to run the floor there by Alexander. Great look by
All right, let
Taylor.
me finish my thought real quick. It was the cutter's fault. The cutter's got to wait for the screener to get there, and the cutter took off too soon, then they called it a moving screen. So, all right, on to the next play. Oh, nice backdoor shot on the way, missed. Rebound by Alexander. That is her 4th rebound tonight. So Kylie Alexander having a nice game, 8 points, 4 rebounds.
Yeah, it's interesting. Our 2 post players are kind of the players that have been able to break this press with Taylor and Alexander doing a real nice job of running the floor there. There's where you probably want to get the ball into Taylor. She's posting up hard. Now she got pushed off the block there. Good defense by Ham, and can't get that backdoor cut.
Another one where her and Ross are just a tad bit off, but man, Taylor is such a good facilitator. She gets the ball on the high post or mid-post area. And
deep 3 put up there by
Thornton.
Can't get it to go.
So Hill City continues to hang around, Josh, 17-point game. At some point, they've got to start cutting into this lead. But if nothing else, at least they've shown that they can match what Rapid City Christian's bringing.
Yeah, so far through this point in the quarter, see if they can keep it up for this full quarter.
There you go, attack. So the ball reversed side to side, and then there's an attack.
Yep.
Oh, good hands by Kiefer. She'll go and finish at the rim. So Kiefer continues to be in fuego, 25 points for her tonight. Nice find by Taylor to Ross. Great ball movement.
Yeah, Coach Ginsbaugh is going to take a timeout there. That was kind of the textbook way you want to break the press. I don't think they dribbled the ball right when they inbounded it, but then it was pass, and then the diagonal pass for the layup without dribbling all the way down the court.
Absolutely. When we were coaching, we would say you want to punish a team for trying to press you, right? So if they're going to get up and be super aggressive, just throw the ball over the top, beat them down the court, put them in a 2-on-1 and get them out of the press. And right there, if Hill City can duplicate that a few times, I would assume Rapid City Christian will get out of the press, but they have to prove that they can do that over and over.
Yeah, right. So they've basically been punishing Hill City for 2.5 quarters.
Because the flip side is, they got lucky one time.
Yeah,
right. we've created 10 or 11 turnovers off of it.
Yeah, I would guess that it's going to take maybe a 15-0 run out of the press before the Comets come out of it.
Hill City's got to feel good though. A little bit of life here and kind of hanging around that 17-point lead right now. So Kiefer has been slowed way down this quarter. She's only got 4 points, but at 25 for the game.
Nice dribble drive there. Can't get it to go, and Kiefer comes down with the offensive rebound.
And that's what good players do, Josh.
They find other ways to score,
absolutely.
Right?
They're double teaming her so she can't create her own shot, so then she goes and gets an offensive rebound. I mean, that's just awesome by Kiefer.
And here is our 6th jump ball of the third quarter.
Here we go.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. We're tracking jump balls this quarter. 8 is the magic number. Ball inbounds to Taylor. Taylor's going to take the ball right up to the rim, gets the bucket to go, and draws the foul. So she'll go to the free throw line for the N1 here.
And that's really the first time tonight that she's been super aggressive, like, hey, I am getting to the basket, and it pays off for her. The foul will be on number 45, Johnson.
That's Johnson. That's Eric Johnson's daughter, the player we talked about that was a Hill City alumni. Eric Johnson played on the, 2000 team that was rated in state.
Yeah, they were 19-4, lost to go to the state tournament to lead Deadwood. So Maggie Taylor converts the old-fashioned three-point play, and that gives Maggie 8 points tonight. It's going to be a foul quickly on the other end.
Foul on Ross, I believe. Be her first foul. So Hill City now within 16 points, so they've won this quarter by 1 point thus far, so you got to be happy if you're a Ranger fan. Now see if they can cut into the lead a little bit more here.
Thornton, deep three is going to be just a little bit short. Rebound pulled down by Taylor. She'll start the fast break. She's got a diagonal there. Just tough being guarded, but that is rebound number. I've lost track of my rebounding stats here, Josh.
You were keeping those today. I think that was a new try.
Yes, 8 rebounds now for
nice
Taylor.
Pass there by Cutler. Nice seal by Taylor. So Hill City on a little bit of a run here. Gets the lead down to 14, and now Kiefer's going to bring the ball the other way. I think she's maybe not going to be so quick to give it up this time, but good defense by the Rangers. That double teamed out at half court. That ball's going to be stay with the Comets, but really good hustle here by the Rangers. Kind of picked up the defensive intensity and the crowd's getting into it.
So Coach Kiefer's going to go to his bench here a little bit, and he's going to bring in Armaderas and number 25, Selfridge. So Hill City sticks with kind of the gadget trap defense. They'll try to screen their way out of it. Kind of a good play call, actually, by Coach Kiefer. Nice find. That's a great pass, and that's, again, what good players do. They help their teammates score. So 4 points now for Armanderas. And I apologize if you're a Christian fan and we're saying this name wrong. I think I've said it 3 different times. Alexander just out of reach, and that's kind of the story of the night for the Rangers. That's 6-7 times tonight that we've had, I say the Hill City Rangers have had the ball just go off their fingertips in scoring position.
Yep, and so now the Hill City Rangers really extend that defense. Now it's almost where you say, don't give it back, don't let her get it back, but they get a steal here, and we get our 7th jump ball of the third quarter. 41 seconds left to go. I don't know if we're going to get to 8 now with 40 seconds left to go.
I'm about ready to take my headset off and just start yelling, tie her up, tie her up. So,
ball inbounded.
Thornton shot on the way.
3. Can't get it to go, and Maggie Taylor comes down with the rebound. She's going to get the ball out to Ross, and the Rangers have a fast break opportunity here. Yeah, Kylie Alexander up and in. Nice look first by Taylor to get it out to Ross, and then Ross on the find here. Kiefer is going to dribble through the defense, find Johnson open. There's going to be an open 3 put up there by Selfridge, and that shot goes down.
They needed that shot to go in. That's 5 for Selfridge here, and that really kind of stopped the momentum.
So Kiefer steals the ball on the home side of the basketball, and her momentum just took her to the other side, so they're going to call an over and back here.
Yeah, that's a hard call. I think it was the right call, though, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. It's one that, if you're Coach Kiefer, you're saying, hey, that's fine, that's a great hustle play, and just got a little bit unlucky there with the timeline. Alexander puts up the 3-pointer and gets it to go right at the buzzer. So, yeah, they were at that 17-point lead. That 3-pointer right there brings the Rangers back to within 4. So the Rangers start with the basketball here to start the fourth quarter. This is that time where you get a bucket here, and the lead team is the one that always seems like they kind of have the pressure on them if that lead starts to shrink. So ball goes into Taylor there. She's triple teamed. Good look to Kara Ronish, and she's going to get the shot to drop. So now the Rangers within 12, and Kiefer's going to bring the ball into the front court. Going to
see how they screen.
Yep.
Oh, and they're kind of letting them, sort of beat up on Kiefer here a little bit.
Ham gets the ball at the post. And Kara Ronish is going to get the steal there. Now Rangers have a chance to cut the lead to 10 or 9 single digits with a 3-pointer. Rangers organize the Comets back into their man-to-man defense. They've played a little bit of zone today. Good post entry to Taylor. Gets it back out to Alexander. Now Cutler's going to shuffle the feet there. That'll be a travel.
And Josh, Maggie's kind of like Devin on the boys' side, right? So we always say when there's a fast break, if you run, Devin's going to find you, and he's going to reward you for hustling. When the ball goes to Maggie, she's drawing a crowd. She's got great vision. If you cut to the hoop, she will find you, and you'll get a layup.
Yep. And I think the team is still kind of learning that. There are some young players out there. We're halfway through the year, but like you said, Alexander, her first start of the year, 3-pointer up and good there. So Thornton gets one to fall. Quick shot there by the Comets. That's going to be almost a turnover, but now it's going to be a tie-up. So
going back to that shot, Thornton now has 2 3-pointers. The Comets have proven that they can knock down some shots from the outside. Although on that run there, Hill City kind of got lucky because Rapid City Christian got cold from beyond the arc.
Yeah, but we did talk about that in the first half. Is a team really going to stay shooting 5 for 7 from 3-point line the whole game long? So the law of averages kind of equal out. That ball is going to be turned over to the Rangers. Rangers kind of catch a break there on that one, so they'll take over possession here, down 15 points with 6:37 left to play in the ball game.
Yeah, Christian has 10 3-pointers on the night, so 30 of their 52 points are from behind the arc.
Cutler brings the ball into the front court. Looks like they're really trying to post Taylor up there. I think it's a smart play for the Rangers. Either she can score it, or she can't get it to go there, but gets a rebound. Or like you said, she's such a good distributor of the basketball. So Rangers fight for that rebound, and going to be a foul turnover there.
Looks like Ross traveled. And again, the refs kind of letting them play here, and nothing bad about that. I actually like this style of basketball here.
Yep,
so.
I agree. Thornton puts up another three. Going to be short on that one. And look who's right there for the rebound. It's Kiefer.
So referee Dave Burnett, he's going to say it did not hit the shot clock. They reset the shot clock, so they'll put it back down to 25. Dave Burnett, longtime referee. I think he's been doing it 35 or 40 years. He's kind of a legend in the area. His son and I used to actually go to basketball camps together way back in the day,
All
Josh.
Right. Well, so that shows how old you are. Kiefer's going to drive the ball. Going to be call a carry on the play, so Kiefer will turn the ball over.
And Lily Ross down on the ground. Looks like maybe she rolled her ankle. So Anna Dean set to check back in, and maybe a little quicker than Coach Ginsbaugh would have liked. She's got those 4 fouls, but hey, with her checking out, Lily rolling her ankle, Dean's going to check in. So Hill City hanging tough here, down 15 in the fourth quarter. It's about time, though, if they're going to go on another little run, you want to do it here. Again, we talk about milestones or benchmarks. At the 4-minute mark, what's a reasonable number? 7, 8?
I think you want to get it to 10.
Okay.
I think you get it to 10 because that gives you a chance, right? Do you want to get it to 8 or 6? Yeah, I think so. But a realistic goal, I think, is if you can get it to 10 points halfway through the fourth quarter. That's kind of that, if you're within 10 points, you always feel like even with 2 minutes left to go,
right,
you've got it. You're in the ball game. So the other thing that you worry a little bit about setting a goal like, okay, let's get to 6,
and then you don't
get it. Does it feel like it's a letdown, even though you got to 10, say? So
yep.
Just kind of that mentality of let's take those little chunks to give ourselves hope. Always, we got a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of what you do at your job, right? You say, I don't know, I can only do this. You really undersell and you overperform.
Undersell, overperform, yes. That's exactly right.
Give a shout out to Grant Sullivan watching in. He says the camera looks really, really good. So shout out to Wiley.
Yeah,
and he says, love the announcing in the video. Thank you. You're so kind. You're lying, but you're so kind. Keep it up. Thank you.
Grant, what time is it there where you're watching? I think Grant watching from Puerto Rico. If I lived there, I would have been in bed for probably 2 hours by now.
Probably. So Hill City's going to inbound the ball here. Just under the 6-minute mark left in the game. Kind of scrapping and hanging around, down as much as 22 earlier in the first half. And so Kara Ronish, look at Repsy Christian chasing the ball, and there's going to be another jump ball, and that's going to stick here with the Rangers. It's just a bummer, though, because Hill City ends up losing that possession arrow, so it goes over to Rapid City Christian now. And again, super aggressive defense, 1-2-2 press here. And then they just really chase the ball, trying to exploit the ball handling for Hill City and not let them pound it into Taylor, even though they have her there. Help over the weak side.
Yeah,
good pass.
Rangers have kind of found something, getting the ball to the wing and trying to get it down to Taylor. They've scored quite a few times on that. That looked like a travel, yeah. So Kiefer's going to turn the ball over there. 13-point lead here, 5:34 left to play in the fourth quarter. Rangers basketball.
And what I will say, Rapsy Christian's defense has been pretty good on Taylor. The help side's there. It's just a little bit late where you want to get that with the ball still in the air, because once Maggie gets it down there, it's really hard to guard her. You don't even want to let her catch it.
Especially, she's just is physically bigger than the girls that are there double teaming on the ball there. So if you get the ball to her, even though she's double teamed, she can kind of go over the top of the guard that they have coming from the weak side. Going to be a foul there called on the Comets. Looks like that's foul be on number 12, Armendariz.
All right, don't be weird, Mom. She just says, my mother says, your mom and dad really enjoy listening to you and Josh. I swear we're usually better, Mom. Shot on the way by Dean, just a little short. Kept alive by Taylor.
Ooh, that was a the official looked like he was going to point the Comets' direction, then changed his mind at the last moment, so the Rangers will retain possession. Hello, Bonnie. Thank you for listening.
Coach Kiefer kind of shakes his head on that last call. He feels like a couple of went against the Comets here, so it gives Hill City some life. Shot on the way. No good. Way to battle for it by Cutler. Dean will center the ball. Again, Hill City looks to pound it inside. And
yeah, they're really double, triple team, and Dean's going to shoot another three, can't get it to go, and that ball's going to go out of bounds over to the Comets. So a couple good looks there for Dean, just couldn't quite get him to go, and ball go back over to the Comets here.
So Kiefer brings the ball up the court. You can expect a double team on her. And Josh, when we were coaching, what would you say if you were being guarded by the person doing the double team? What should you do?
I mean, you run to the rim, right? You're probably going to get a layup, especially if somebody, like you said, Maggie Taylor gets the ball nice. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Kiefer. That's a tough one, driving to the basket. The defender kind of going back, and she maybe just extended the arm a little bit, and going to turn the ball over to the Rangers.
Yeah, and the Hill City crowd feeling some energy, a little momentum in the gym here. So Rapid City Christian will try to take back that momentum with the defensive stop here. Cutler ahead to Alexander, who saves it, but it's turned over to Ham. Taylor just a little late getting there. Armendariz on the break now, and Rapid City Christian looking to attack, and wisely pulls the ball out. The clock is their friend right now. Foul by Cutler. That's going to be number 4 on Cutler for the Rangers, and that'll be the 4th team foul.
Yeah, I mean, the Rangers, I think, can be aggressive, obviously, depending on who you are. Cutler or Dean can't be that aggressive because they both have 4 fouls now, but, only 14 fouls just about halfway through the 4th quarter. I think you can go after a couple of those balls, be a little bit aggressive.
And they continue to screen the double team. I like that. It's just that she was a little late getting there.
Yeah, a little late getting there, and that's one, too, where the keeper, I think, just left a little bit too much space for the defender to go through there. And when you kind of leave that space, it forces the screener to kind of put out her knee to try to make that contact.
So Ronish across the timeline to Alexander, and they have Taylor one-on-one in the post, and the Christian crowd thought maybe she traveled. Taylor, 3 girls around her, shot on the way, no good, but Ross up and good
for the Rangers. So now down to that 11-point lead, 4 minutes left to go. Kind of right where you want it, where you were talking about that goal. We said 10-point lead. It's so the nice look there on the diagonal, up and in there.
Williams bucket good. That's her first bucket of tonight, and what a big time to score your first bucket. Again, if Hill City can throw the ball over the top of this, they would have numbers. I was thinking more the diagonal, but turnover here. Kiefer on the run. This is where she's dangerous, Josh. She's going to step into a 3, and it's good. She is as good as advertised. That's
you
point
can tell
number.
That one. Yep, right in rhythm. Stepped up. She knew it was a big spot. Just knocked it down. So.
Yep, that's point number 30 for her, and that stretches the lead back to 16, and that's really just kind of a blow to the Rangers, who had a lot of momentum. The crowd was getting into it, and they knock down a 3 and then get a quick timeout. So if you're in the huddle, what's Coach Kiefer saying here? You're up 16, right?
I mean, that's one thing that you have to say is kind of they feel like they're a little scrambled right now. And sometimes as a coach or as a player, you kind of feel the crowd getting into it, and the coach just needs to calm you down and say exactly that. Hey, we're up 16 now. We don't have to get crazy. The other team has to come and we control the game right now.
Yeah, you work the shot clock. What we used to say, Josh, when we were coaching is layups, open jumpers. That's all we want until you get to maybe 8, 7, somewhere in the shot clock. Then you have to be a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, if you can work that clock. Now on the flip side, what's Coach Ginsbaugh telling this crew?
Now he's doing just the opposite. You want to, you've kind of come back with this chaotic pace a little bit, and you want to keep the pressure up. Actually, their pressure defense has really kind of turned the ball game in their favor here. Offensively, I don't think they're doing really much different, although they have focused on getting Maggie Taylor the ball down in the post. And so, you want to try to create turnovers here.
Yeah, and what I would say is, I know you're tired, guys, because it takes a lot of energy to come back, but you've got 3.5 minutes. Let's see what you got. Dig in, gritty effort here. So they're having trouble with the press, and it has created problems for the Rangers tonight. And there's another example of it. So a lot of turnovers coming off of that pressure defense. We got a little optimistic when they broke it early on, and we said maybe you can punish a team for pressing, but That is not the case here. 16-point lead. Kiefer brings the ball up the court. She'll see a double team from the Rangers. And again, this is where if you're a guard like Thornton, number 2, you should be licking your chops because you're going to get an uncontested 3 most likely. Kiefer, deep 3 is good, and she is a shooter.
Ross just gave her a little bit of space there. And if she has that space, obviously she's proven that she can step up and punish a team if she has that space. Cutler gets the ball down in the post. Going to be a timeout called here by Coach Ginsbach. So back to a 19-point lead for the Comets. So two quick threes.
Yeah.
It was a 13-point lead, and Kiefer hits those 2 big threes and just stretches that lead right out. No matter what happens, but at the end of this ball game, I think you've got to be, if you're a Ranger fan, really happy with the way that they've come back in the second half. Right? They were down 22 points. With maybe 2 minutes left to go in the first half, and they didn't fold, right? They battled back. They got the lead down to 11 at one point. There's still 2:48 left to play in the ball game, but you've got to be encouraged as a fan, as a coach, to say, hey, they were a little bit overmatched tonight thus far, but they didn't lay down. They really battled.
They played
back.
hard. You're 100% right. They're without their starting point guard. I thought Kylie Alexander stepped up really big tonight, so great point on that. And Hill City's had a tough stretch here. I mean, they've played Belfouche, Lennox, and then earlier in the season with STM and Red Cloud, and they've been battle tested. And so I think we said it in the pregame. I still think Hill City can get to 8 or 9 wins, but odds are that unless something crazy happens, they're going to fall to 3 and 7 now at this point.
So the Rangers will inbound. 2:48 left to play here. Critical. They get a bucket here.
So Christian switches on those screen and rolls.
Looks like they got the shot they wanted. Yep. Taylor just couldn't get it to fall. And Rangers are going to fight for that, almost create the turnover, and they're still fighting for it. Duke get the turnover. So Ross is going to take the ball right to the bucket, gets it up and in. So nice defense, scrappy there by the Rangers to control the basketball, and Ross gets the ball up and in. Going to be
good finish there by Ross. I like that little scoop, kind of extends the ball, prevents the longer athlete from blocking her shot. So Ham, she's dead at the top of the key here, and Kiefer's going to cut. Live ball move, dead ball move, maybe an extra step. I don't know. She's a good player. Doesn't matter. Basket counts. So Kiefer now with 30. Oh, no. Eric Johnson on the number 35 right now. If you're just tuning in, Eric Johnson before the game said just write her down for 35, and he's right. So nice. Ross, turnaround jumper, that gives Ross 10 points tonight. 6 here in the fourth quarter, so she's kind of coming alive. And so Kiefer gets her 35 points here.
Thornton shoots the 3. Thornton knocks it down there.
And she's got the role on the team that I'm dreaming of. Like, let everybody guard Kiefer. I'm going to spot up and shoot.
That is what she's done all game here.
And that's her third three-pointer of the night. So Hill City looks to break the press. Cutler dribble drive to the hoop, just misses. And now here's where maybe Coach Kiefer says, all right, let's milk the clock a little bit. Let's get the shot that we want.
Thornton's going to give the ball up here. Ham puts up the three-pointer and can't get it to go, but Kiefer comes down with the rebound. Now Kiefer at 37 points here. Timeout called by Coach Kiefer. So 56 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The Comets now lead the Rangers by 22, 67-45. And the Comets, there was a timeout taken there, and we talked about, what are you saying in each huddle? Obviously, the Comets came back, and they kind of took control of the ball game again. They calmed down, and actually Kiefer, she stepped up and hit 2 big threes. If you got a player like that, then kind of, take the ball game into her own hands, and that's what she did. She took a deep 3 right at the top of the key in rhythm, and then she hit another deep 3 there right after that timeout, which kind of stemmed the Rangers' run.
Yeah, players like that, Josh, are your closers, right? Where, it's game gets down to the end, we're just going to give you the ball, we're going to get out of the way, and we're going to let you do what you do best. You can tell she's put a lot of time into her game. She's going to be a good player at USD at the next level, and it's a lot of fun to watch her here. And did she just go over 2,000 in her career here
earlier this year?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. So she scored a lot of points in her career, and we always say that about players that are successful on Thursday and Friday nights. It's not like they just showed up and all of a sudden started putting the ball in the hoop. They've put in a lot of time growing up, a lot of time in the off season, and you can tell Kiefer has definitely done that. She's a fun one to watch. So we'll get a foul here. It's a JV game now.
Yep, and so it looks like Jessica Escalante will go
foul
to the
on
free throw line here to shoot the bonus for the Rangers.
Oh, this is the best, right? JV player, kind of a 30-30-30 type player. If it's a 30-point game, and
try to get your points,
yeah,
right?
Right, yeah. So Jessica Escalante is going to go to the line to shoot
bonus.
1-1.
Escalante shot just short.
A rebound by Johnson. And Allie Comer guarding
Bryn Casey for the Comets. Shot put up and just deep there for number 42. That's Pierce.
And the Comets did win the JV game earlier today. It was, I think, a 12, 13-point game. Oh, and Jess, great job of running the floor. Just got a little too deep. We say know where you're at on the floor when you get to that block. Chop down. Her momentum carried her just a little too much there. So Comets coming back the other way. 19 on the clock.
Johnson posting up strong. She gets the ball on the post and gets it up and in there for Johnson of the Comets. Miley Johnson. We said that's Eric Johnson's son and alumni of the Rangers.
Daughter. Yep. And member of the Fantasy Football League that we're in.
Fantasy of the Palmer Fantasy Football League.
You bet. So here we are in the waning moments of the end of this game. 6.5 seconds left, and Christian's going to cruise to a victory. And a lot of positives here from Hill City and Rapid City Christian. We'll recap these in a little bit. Allie Comer shot on the way is no good. So the Rangers missing a couple free throws down the stretch. Rebound by Ham. And that'll do it. 45